Okay, people have been asking about impact wrench sockets and or impact sockets. I've been using whatever is cheap. So these no-name brand black painted chrome vanadium sockets, similar to the Harbor Freight, and I've never had an issue with any of these cracking or anything like that. They've been solid, totally reliable. So if you're looking for an impact wrench socket, I would definitely recommend just if you can find a set of these, no name brand, black painted, cheap. They seem to be good. I haven't had any issues. You can see they're quite thick wall. And this one has been in so many videos. I think this was in the DeWalt DCF 899 video, and it took off like 10 crank pulley bolts. This has been in like almost every video, and it has never, doesn't even look like it's gonna crack anytime soon. Not much damage on the drive. You can see there, still square. And I've abused this thing pretty good, so I cannot complain about these. These are the chrome vanadium, not Chomoly.
Wow.
And I honestly cannot tell any difference between these and a Chomoly socket. So this is a Chomoly socket, and this one's been abused too. And if you look here, I mean, I cannot tell any difference, really. Actually, this chrome vanadium one has a thicker drive, so except for that, I could not really tell any difference between the two. So whatever you can get, and it has a thick wall, then definitely go for that. And I don't think you'll have any issues because I've put these through their paces. The only difference I can tell is that really mattered to me is this finish. I hate this black oxide style finish, and I like writing the numbers on the socket, and I love putting these marks around the edge, so when the bolt starts to turn, I can actually just see the lines moving, and I just love writing the 1919 all over the place. It just makes everything so easy to find. But on this finish, I can tell you the paint doesn't take as well, it doesn't stick as well, and it rubs off a lot easier than on the this painted style surface. So I do like this painted style surface a little bit better. I do find these rust out a little bit easier when you drop them in the snow or water, and so I'm not really a fan of that finish. I do like the black painted. Other than that, I can't really tell you a difference between this and this Chomoly and this chrome vanadium. So I just go for whatever is in your budget, as long as the wall thickness is good. Tekton, 1/2 inch, 10 to 24 mil. They have even ones with like a socket set that comes with like a 32 mil socket. Like, you cannot beat these sets. They're really good, and I would really recommend, for the price, if you're going to go out and buy this style, Harbor Freight style socket set, I would just buy this Tekton. And one of the advantages, it does come with the case for the socket. So if you work outside of your garage, where you don't have like your toolbox to drag around, you work in the parts yard, having these cases they work out amazing. So
next is this one. Just hold one sec, I got a bendy bit. Maybe he's got some oil tubes.
You see any other fender flares kicking around?
These ones I can order.
Those would be way too big for the Forester though.
Yeah, I think.
A little bit too big.
Yeah, here's a question. How do you get to that?
Look what I found.
Hey.
let's open this up and take a look. Here you can see this is chrome vanadium too, so no big issue using chrome vanadium. That I have found, at least. This case is amazing. It's so strong, and usually these cases are strong anyway, but I have seen this used in the, in the parts yard, and you can throw these things around, and the problem is if you use rails, okay? Rails in parts yards don't really mix. You use rails, and you have your sockets all on the rails. You throw your rails into the water, they drop in the mud, and everything just becomes a huge mess, all right? And if you have these oxide style sockets, these rust really easy, and I hate rails outside of the toolbox. So I love having these cases. Now, bam. Beautiful. Like, this is from Amazon. Right to your door, and I mean, this is all you need. It's all organized in the case, and these will take such a beating that you really don't gotta worry. and I would really recommend these. So if you're looking for a socket set, definitely look at these Tekton sets. And I bought this, they didn't send it to me or anything like that. I would just definitely recommend these. Unless you can find these for like cheap prices, then definitely, you know, go for whatever's cheap. But these aren't really that expensive, so I would just buy this because it comes with the case. So if we take a look at this, this is a 1918. Many socket sets don't come with the 18s or 16s. This, no 16, but 18. So there's the 19, and here is the cheapo 19. I cannot really tell any difference. Same length. No big difference that I can really tell. So, you know, that is what it is. I do not like these surface finishes, just because even though it has this nice laser etch in it, I just like writing the big 19 on there, a couple of lines to see if the bolt is moving, and that just makes me so happy. But other than that, amazing socket set. You can see in the video with beating on these and no big issue. So definitely I would recommend the Tekton if you're looking for an impact socket set. And yeah, that's it. So I hope it helps.